Google warning employees about using generative AI, and it's ironic them doing it given that they have Bard uh,
Right.
of, of their own. But then again, on stuff like Vertex AI for the cloud, they are very clear on what data um, you should move to the cloud and some of the processing that should probably not be transported and vectorized up to the cloud.
Yeah. So I think this is something where we've seen this in a lot of other companies where they've said, don't feed the sensitive information into, any sort of chatbot. I think that the iterations of these large language models are going to be where there's something that is layered on top of it where that's contained, like how Microsoft talked about, within that tenant data. That's a lot more expensive. Those models aren't available, but you would think that Google would have that sort of, locked down, but not for every department and every employee. So they kind of have to go broad with that. You know, we use Grammarly, and that was a concern, at first with their AI or their generative AI product. I read about, how they're handling that, and they don't use any. So basically, your data is your data. They don't feed that into their model. It seems, that's a that's a hard thing for companies to get around, because how do you train the data, or how do you train the model without that amount of data? But it's, banks have to figure this out. There's sensitive information that you have to have some sort of process on top of just the general chatbot to be able to give people the information back without it, just hallucinating and giving you bad data back. So,
Yeah, it's funny. I actually think this is just the press. Hey, we were given the AI beat, or something like that, or I got to come up with a story and let's do this. I mean, this is just good hygiene for anybody, and I'm sure that they're not necessarily um, blocking it for Bard, but probably for stuff like OpenAI and the 12 different ways that you can do this out there.